So Beaujolais Nouveau, what on earth is it? So on the third Thursday of every November, every year, winos like myself raise a glass to the new vintage, the latest release of Beaujolais Nouveau. So this year I'm going to taste with you and we're going to explore why it's such a phenomenon and why they celebrate it so much in France and why it is making a huge comeback here in the UK. So it can't be a wine video without a little bit of geography and some history. So hopefully I'm putting a map up here, an overlay, maybe. So Beaujolais is a region in Burgundy, so in a very famous region in France, and it's in the southern part of Burgundy, and they make phenomenal wines. It's in an area just outside Lyon, the city of Lyon, which is, in my opinion, the best city to eat in the whole of France, way better than Paris. It's the gastronomic capital, I think, of France. And they drink lots of Beaujolais there. So in Beaujolais, they make their wines from a grape variety called Gamay, which is really juicy, light, and fresh, not too much tannin. And in Beaujolais, they have a quality system which Beaujolais Nouveau is on, which is particularly complicated that I can't really be asked to get into. But just think of it like economy class, economy plus, business class, and first class. So Beaujolais Nouveau is economy class. Beaujolais, bog standard Beaujolais, is economy plus. Then Beaujolais Village is business class, and at the top of the tree, first class, you have Cru Beaujolais. Some you might have heard of Fleury or Chinas or Morgon. So they are named areas in Beaujolais. Got it? Good. So the origin story of Beaujolais Nouveau, so that the latest release, young wine Beaujolais, would have been way back in the day when the vineyard workers had finished working. They would have made their own kind of homebrew, quickly vinified wine called Vin de Primeur that they would get sloshed on in the vineyard, in the vines. Then in the 30s, more regulation was kind of set up to protect quality, that said all wines could only be released in by the 15th of December. And then in the 50s, they changed that to the third Thursday of November, and Beaujolais Nouveau was actually born. So that Vin de Primeur became Beaujolais Nouveau, and by law, it had to be released 1 minute past midnight on the third Thursday of November. And that is Beaujolais Nouveau. So then through the 60s and the 70s, it was really kind of turbocharged by Georges Duboeuf, who was a producer who kind of marketed it and made the event and the kind of celebration that we know today. And then the 70s and 80s, huge global phenomenon, Beaujolais Nouveau Day, the Beaujolais Run, where people would rush down in their cars to pick up Beaujolais, bring them back to France as quickly as possible to drink them on the day that they were released. Beaujolais breakfasts, just huge celebration of Beaujolais. And then sadly it started to fall out of favour. So in the 90s and the noughties, I think due to the quality of the wine that was being produced, it kind of became just really not enjoyed. It was big in France, but just in the UK, no one would drink it. And then recently, there's been a resurgence. So I did an event in Sandbanks that was, 100 people, all celebrating the latest vintage release of Beaujolais Nouveau. And we did 5-course tasting menu, and we got to the Beaujolais Nouveau. Everyone was singing and jumping and cheersing. It was like, a real celebration of wine, of Beaujolais Nouveau, and the quality's got so much better. There's a new generation making some really interesting Beaujolais Nouveau and natural wine producers. And yeah, let's taste one and see what it's all about. So this is La Pot from Louis Tet, Beaujolais Nouveau 2024. Let's get this cap off. Okay. The glass. Terrible light. Can you see the colour? Oh, I don't know. Who knows? Let's give it a sniff. Just very perfumed, like strawberry, red fruit, whatever. To me, petit filou, strawberry petit filou. My daughter is eating a lot of that stuff at the moment, and that's what it is to me. Easy drinking, juicy, no nonsense, no tannin. Serve it chilled. Whop it down. Wine doesn't need to be complicated. People don't want to pontificate about wine. People turn their nose up at Beaujolais Nouveau. To me, it's an easy drinking wine to slurp on a Wednesday night. And why shouldn't we celebrate a release of something? It's fun.